it's your girl Amanda, and I'm doing something very exciting today, but something I've always did as like a journalist or a writer. Today I just pulled up to one of my friends' job, and I'm going to interview them for being a spotlight for Women's Month. So she's pretty much an engineer doing her own thing, building her career. And I just think that's very motivational and empowering, especially just not from Women's Month, but because women are often, sorry to say, sometimes we're still minorities in certain fields, and engineering is one of those fields that's mostly dominated by men. And she is, she graduated, went to college together. Of course, I went to journalism track, she went the engineering route, but we stayed friends throughout everything. I think she's actually calling me now to tell me that whatever we're gonna do. But give me 1 second. Hello. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No, you're good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, I saw your parking. It doesn't look like my building. I feel like you're probably in just one of the other company's lots.
I think
you was there?
I just parked next to you. I had sent you that picture when I first got in, and I think I found your car.
Oh, okay, because in the picture it did not look like my building, but...
Yeah, that
okay.
one wasn't.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I see you. Okay, cool. Yeah, alright, I'll be there.
Okay.
Give me a second. Yeah, alright, bye.
Okay. So I was a little lost when I came into the lot. It's different buildings and stuff here, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of before I do the interview, before I do the thing, because I am on Substack now, so this is definitely going to be one of my Substack stories. So I just wanted to give you a heads up and let you know what I'm getting into. But yeah, let me get myself together so when she comes out we don't have to wait in the cold, because it's very cold today. But I'll see you guys when I get in there. Yeah, y'all, it's kind of cold today, but I just feel like all this wind advisory weather has really been getting to my throat. So I definitely want me some tea and water, because I don't feel like I'm getting sick. I just feel like because of so much exposure I've been doing, not really wearing my scarf like this, that yeah, she's calling. So let me see if I need to go up there, because I didn't know if I wanted to wait to the car or she wait till she tell me come in. Hey. Okay. Okay, I'm coming now. Alrighty. You're welcome. Alright, so she just called me and told me, make my way to the front. So that's what I'm gonna do, is call and pump y'all up, and I'll see you guys when I get in there. Okay guys, so we have made it, and I made it inside the building, so I will be doing my interview today. This is my friend I was talking about earlier. So she said hello to the vlog. So this is mainly for Substack for me, so I'll be gathering interviews. The goal of my Substack, I don't know if I even told you. So the goal that I'm looking for is to basically have a perspective one. If you've been seeing, I put one about my opinion, and then one that's more so journalism style, where I do interviews with different people. Yes. So I thought to start it off, I'll start off with Women's Month and a spotlight recap on somebody that I know that's doing something in the field that's I guess empowering, because I know engineering is kind of I don't want to say male dominated, but it can be very male dominated. Definitely. So I'm just very interested to know more and to learn more, and then hopefully the other women that see this post, and whether it's this month or not, they can learn and grow from it.
Right.
So
for sure.
We're gonna get to the interview. So alright y'all, so I'm in my car. It's cold, so the heat is on and the car is on, but I'm waiting on my friend at this point. So we're going to go to a coffee shop or a boba tea shop, because I'm kind of hungry. I could use some hot chocolate. I really could. And I saw the menu items. I'm leaning more towards the coffee shop. I just told her I'm leaning towards the coffee shop, so I'm thinking that bubble tea place was cool. I never really had bubble tea though, and all they really had was drink selection. The other place at least had little Danish sandwiches, cookies, and snacks and stuff. So that's what I'm thinking about going to. It's really close to where we are now. So yeah, but I think the interview went really well. I think I'm getting back into my bag. Well, I don't think I ever left. I think the opportunities honestly left, and I just wasn't making any room for opportunities for me to actually do the things that I want to do when it comes to content for journalism style stuff. So I'm gonna get very much back into that, because one thing I really enjoyed about the journalism process was the interviewing, actually getting to know the person beyond a source. And yeah, this is somebody that I know, but it's I don't know this side of her professionally on that level. So she has something to offer, something to add to the conversation. I think that's important to like talk about certain careers are dominated by men, but like women are still navigating their way through and making their way and showing their presence. And we always talk about diversity in the workplace, but that goes beyond just like, you know, ethnicity and everything. It goes for like gender as well, like making sure women have the opportunity to at least get in certain roles and be able to grow and have the potential to grow and just have the opportunity if they wanted to do those things. So I think that's kind of what it's like about. But I think I got a nice little take of like a chunk of, if you will, like meat that I can work with like for the interview. So I honestly would say if you're like not doing things based off of like not having like resources, do not do that to yourself, because I literally use my phone and I had like a mic that I just put into my little seaport area, and I got my footage from there, like my audio footage from there. So don't let what people have or what you have make the content, like actually make the content, because you don't have to have all these fancy gadgets and everything to make the content or to make the story or to like develop a story, I would say. Because as a journalist, you're in a different role. You don't make the story, you kind of just like listen and see what's happening and report what was there. So if you're interested in that journey on my Substack, I will try to link it down below. I'm not sure if I could do that, but it will be linked down below, or just check out Amanda's Journeys on Substack, because that's exactly what my page name is for that. So yeah, okay, so she said she was down for either one. So I'm thinking about coffee shop because they have more like options, I would say. But yeah, I think it went really well. It's my first time going there. I believe the coffee shop is, I think it's called Coffee Roots. So I'm gonna see how that is. But yeah, today went really well. It was like a slow like start to the day, which I'm glad about, because it's actually Wednesday. So Monday and Tuesday I actually did go to the gym, and today was one of the days I didn't go to the gym because I knew this was going to be a thing, interviewing somebody. So I just took that time for myself, had a little slow flow morning. I honestly feel like the weather is trying to get me down, so I'm very much looking forward to like something soothing, whether it's tea, hot chocolate, whatever, a little snack. And then okay, so then tomorrow, y'all, I don't really talk about this much. I'm turning my car off just a little bit because it's warm here now. I don't really talk about this much, but I don't really like to talk about an interview when it's happening. But I do have an interview tomorrow, and I think it's just important to share certain parts of my life like this, because I did share the Substack post, and that talks about like, you know, me on my job searching journey. Of course, like I just feel like I've been running into a lot of those jobs that like it's not my end goal, and it's not something I feel like I can grow with, like for real. But I'm honestly looking for, now that my head is like better, in a better space when it comes to like the job searching process, I can honestly say that I'm looking for something like that can help me like build my goals, if that makes sense. So either it's going to help me stack money, or it's going to help me for where I am now, I would say. But it's not going to be, I'm trying my best not to accept jobs that's like less than I'm worth. It sounds weird to say it like that, but less than like I know that I bring as a person, my potential. I know like what I bring. So I'm very much trying to stay in that realm when it comes to job searching and not get desperate, because I honestly feel like a few years ago when I got certain jobs in customer service and things, I was very desperate. Like I want money, I want it right now, I need it for this. Now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, there's no rush necessarily, but I want something that can grow with, something that can help me develop, and all those things like that. So yeah, I'm very much being intentional with my job search, to say the least. But I'm also doing like stuff on the side like this. Like I feel like I had a point where things got so like toxic in my work environment and with my mental space because of the work environment, that I was not even picking up the camera. I was not doing the content I like. I wasn't doing the things that I know bring me enjoyment and like content and like journalism, writing, all that stuff. So I finally feel like I'm at a space where I'm like, you don't have a job, Amanda, right now, but that's not to say that you can't do things that you enjoy, or do things that you like, or do things that, you know, bring you joy in that way. And I'm not the only one out there that doesn't have a job right now, because the job market sucks. So, you know, you gotta like take it with a grain of salt. Like, don't put it all on you, but at the same time, like, you know, take accountability. Like, I'm gonna apply for jobs, but I'm not gonna make it or break for me. So yeah. And I forgot to mention, I did do my face today, y'all. I haven't did my face, and you guys didn't even see my new hair. So I just started talking to y'all. Like, my hairstyle is like Very cute right now, very cutesy. She's giving like, I don't know, I feel like my whole full face is out. So I just got on here and started talking to y'all. So I do have like a new little look. You can't really see, but I have like little twisties here. I got a headband on today. So it's like braided, like flat twist, kind of like braids here. And then in the back I have my twists, which are very moisturized and very like defined things. I just wanted something to like get my hair out my face, but also be able to like feel free and work out, because you guys know at this point I had the silk press in my hair for quite some time. I was milking it. So I'm finally back on here on the cam with like my, you know, natural hair, not having to worry about heat or anything, humidity getting in my hair or anything like that. So yeah, your girl, yeah, I'm officially back when it comes to like, you know, silk press is not natural hair, but like, and the way I do my silk press, you guys have already seen, I don't put heat on it in between, but I'm back to like a different style, and this is gonna last me a good little minute. I just have to make sure I keep my scalp moisturized and my hair moisturized. But yeah, let me see. Okay, so yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I see my friend, we're about to get ready to go, so I'll see you guys when we get there.
Oh, sorry. I like dug in.
What up, though? It's your girl Amanda, and I'm back on the cam. But yeah, last time you guys saw me, I believe it was yesterday, I did the interview with the person I posted spotlight on my Substack for like engineering, and then we ended up stopping at it was like a coffee shop. So my voice right now, I don't want to say it's hoarse, because remember I told you yesterday, I think it's been from like just letting the wind hit my face without covering it when we had like a lot of those wind advisory days. So I checked. I don't think it's like a sickness or anything, like I don't have a temperature or anything like that. But I did take some like medication for like just the throat, so it won't be like, it's just like a raspy like dryness more so, but it doesn't like hurt or anything, no hurting or itching right now. But yeah, I don't know. So I've been sipping on my tea this morning. So I got some early black tea going, and I've been sipping on that. I'm a little nervous to take medicine like before going to my interview, because I feel like it had me knocked out. I don't know if it was just like me being knocked out because I was tired. Excuse me. I don't know if y'all heard that. If I was tired and then whatever else is going on, but yeah. I'm gonna sip on this. I thought about taking some before, but I was like, I'd rather deal with it afterwards, because right now I seem cool. My voice is just more lower tone. I don't feel like that's bad. It's just, yeah, I just can't like rate. Like, you know how you don't talk from your throat versus talking from like your diaphragm? That's kind of what it feels like right now. So I don't know, but I wanted to come on the camera really quickly just because I am going to do my makeup for, I would say for the interview essentially. This is what my face is looking like right now. We're looking good. Really moisturized. So I did a full body shower and everything already, but now, so I did a full body shower and everything, so I'm really fresh. I'm feeling very refreshed, warm, cozy. That's kind of what I smell like. So if you guys can smell me right now, I smell like a really good, cozy, honey vanilla. That's kind of the vibe with a little bit of coconut. So I'm feeling very like warm fragrance right now. And yeah, so if you guys been watching me at this point, you know that I have not been doing like a lot of makeup when it comes to like my makeup routine. Like, there's not a lot of products in here at all. Literally, I kind of got rid of the foundation for now, mainly because I just haven't replenished on it, and I was just thinking like, do I want to replenish it? Because I'm the type of person that I had that bottle for a long period of time because I wasn't necessarily wearing makeup every day. So you ever had those thoughts like, is it worth buying it? But just to start it off, because I'm trying to get better at like, you know, showing up for you guys, showing up on here and doing multiple things, like talking to you guys while I'm doing my makeup. So pretty much I just apply like this, because my hands have already been like washed and everything, and I just apply it where I think I want essentially more glow. That's basically the best way to explain it. So it kind of just goes in like a lotion, which I really like about this product. It's really like seamless, I would say. Now I do have another version of this, and it is like more like a liquid foundation type of bronzer. So it's not really foundation, but you know how like a liquid foundation can feel? Imagine that, but I just feel like it dries way faster. So like I can sit here and talk to you guys with this on my forehead and won't have to worry about it setting like that. But that one is like you have to be mindful of how you blend it in before it dries. So I like that this one gives me like wiggle room and time to like actually move it around before it sets into my skin. And I like that it adds just a little shimmer to the skin. Like it just basically enhances your natural like skin tone and beauty, which I really love about this product. But yeah, at this point, like interviews almost feel like a bit of a I don't know, routine type thing, because I'm at the point where I was having this conversation the other day, like I'm getting the interviews, which I'm like grateful for, because they're still seeing like, okay, what you bring, your potential and everything for a company, for a project or whatever. But it's just like I'm kind of tired of interviews too, so like I have my mixed emotion about them. Like I of course go show my best, be on time, be prepared, because I honestly feel like your confidence is within too. So it's like how you feel, like getting good sleep, all that stuff, like making sure you're not overthinking things. Just come in as the person you were on the resume, you know, and come in as your true self as well. But I'm at the point where I'm like, all I can really do is put my best foot forward, you know, show up, and then at the end of the day, they're gonna pick what they're gonna pick. So I honestly feel like sometimes it's the luck of the draw, it's the luck of who knows who, and the luck of whatever that person who's interviewing you, whatever they feel like they like for you for that company or project, honestly. So a lot of times I'm starting to realize, like, don't take it personally. Like, I have to dissociate myself from a selection process, basically. Now that that's on the skin, you know, let it do what it do. To be honest with you, I have not been wearing a lot of eye makeup because I had got a sty at one point on one of my eyes. I'm calling it a sty because that's what I researched and thought it was. And then the warm compressor did help it go away, and I just feel like it was like an excess of oils and stuff. Rather I clean my face. I did clean my face after putting makeup on. I just feel like maybe something got trapped in my pores in my eye, and I was a little nervous after that. I wasn't really wearing a lot of eye makeup, so we're back to trying to wear the eye makeup. So right now I'm wearing this this swatch. It's called Swish Chocolate. This is honestly one of my favorites, and I hate when you get like attached to something because I don't know, like they don't always sell it all the time, so like it's like you gotta find it, or when you see and you grab a lot of them. That's kind of how I do with this one. But I hate getting attached to like certain swatches that I feel like is really like, you know, this is really good for me, and then you know you can't really find it anymore. I like how it's like neutral. And sometimes I'll put like a little bit of a shimmer on top of this just to make it like a little bit of a shimmer. I did that yesterday, but because of the job interview, I might just keep it neutral. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yesterday wasn't an interview for me. So I think I'm just gonna go in with this one and then call it a day, because just like a little bit. Not, I don't want to look like drastic too much. If you see me looking this way, I'm actually looking at my vanity. And I'm also testing out my voice to see like what's happening with it, because I don't want to like can't talk in the middle of an interview. So I'm definitely gonna bring me something to drink, water or something, just so I can like drink if I need to. Okay, I think that should be enough, to be honest. Next, okay, so sometimes I put translucent powder on top of like my eyelids once I'm done with my eyeshadow. So I have a little translucent powder here because for some reason like my eyeshadow doesn't always stay all the time, or it moves around my eyelids sometimes. I don't know if it's because of the way my lids are, but this makeup actually lasts longer than the average, because this brand typically works better on my eyelids, but I still put it on top just in case. I think if I sweat or something, it kind of can like try to move around. So just a little bit honestly goes a long way. And I always try to dust off the brush like really well, because one day like I was putting this on and it kind of like dusted off in my eye felt so dry. I had to rinse it and everything. I was like freaking out, y'all. But yeah, after that I've been very careful with like how I apply it and making sure it's blended in before I even open my eye. So I also feel like it's kind of hard to gauge certain symptoms I'm having right now. mainly because I'm about to come, like my monthly is coming and it's approaching, but that has its own symptoms. And lately my symptoms have been getting, like, I don't want to say worse, but like they have been getting worse, y'all. Like normally I just have to deal with the cramping, but I'm dealing with other symptoms that, like, I found out, like, my mom, TMI, if there's too much TMI for you, sorry, but it's about health, women health. So I just feel like they're turning out to be a lot like my mom's symptoms were when she was, like, I guess growing up, and I had some of them, but they wasn't to this extent. So basically, like, I'm learning to listen to my body and how it feels now, because it's like you can't go to, like, this is how it used to be, because as you change and develop and everything changes about your body as well. So yeah, I'm also was debating about going to the gym today, but I'm like, I think I'm just taking it easy and maybe try to do something like for cleaning wise and like organizing, because I could definitely could use that. I always could use a good organizing day, but and just like rest, because I did work out Monday and Tuesday. I didn't work out yesterday, which was Wednesday. It's Thursday now, so now I'm like, I don't think I want to push my body more than I'm like already doing. So I think I'm just gonna like take this day to clean up and reset more so. Take time for myself, maybe even try to do my vision book, do something similar, like something productive like that, because it's just not giving gym day based off how my body's feeling. I'm a little sore, but not as sore as I was when I started back. Like, I had a pause workout because of the cycling symptoms, but now that I'm back in the gym, I'm like, yeah, like, it's just not feeling like a gym day at all. Yeah. Now when it comes to eyebrows, I don't do anything like specific, like overly specific. This is just like a brow gel, to be honest, and I just take it and put it on there. It's supposed to be like a freeze brow or like a sculpting. So it doesn't really do a lot of freezing to me. It helps me sculpt them and then it stays like that. So that's pretty much all I do for my brows. So because everything is on like the face, except for the blush, I'm going to show you. So like I normally do this putty blush right here. I like this, like, I believe it's called Medieval Red, if I'm not for sure, but it's, I know it's like a deep red. I really like this on my cheeks. But recently I have been trying this one. So I bought this a while ago actually, and I'm just not using it. So yesterday was my first time using it, and when I say it's very pretty, but it's given like what is that called? Like iridescence. It's definitely pink, but it's like, you'll see. And I'm gonna try not to put that much on, because yesterday I was like, is it coming on? But like, this is what the color looks like. See, it looks like it would be more of a neutrally brown color. I can't explain it. You can see the pink more so in person. I feel like the camera's picking up as like a neutral brown, but it kind of does look like this with a little shimmer of pink in real life. But this brand I had saw, this was a while ago, everybody's going crazy over their little brush, and I'm actually going to be using this brush today. I used it yesterday for the first time. I like how it, like, it's really a highlight brush, so I like how it goes, but I still use my blush brush to like blend it in. That was like a tongue twister. But so it's already probably some on here low-key. That's another thing with the style and everything like that. Like, I have a makeup brush like cleaner thing. I need to actually use it again, but I have to get my vanity set up to where it's like, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, stuff that I use on a regular is there, and I could just use it versus have to plug up stuff. So yeah, definitely I would say I've been focusing on trying to keep my brushes more clean, because that's also a way I like get an extra build off of your face and skin. But so, but the bad thing about the style to me is you don't even know if that's like, see how it transfers. It's very pretty, but you don't even know how the style gets there, because there's so many ways you can get a style though. Like, that was a difficult part for me, like trying to pinpoint where I got it, and there's so many ways a person can get a style. So like, that's already enough on that cheek to me. So I'm just going to use my blush brush to blend in a minute. What you see? I like how it's subtle, but you can still see it. So I'm going to go in with this now. Yeah, my stick actually broke off. I can just glue it back if I wanted to, but I don't even know where the stick is at the moment. Okay. So I think that looks pretty cool to me. Because like I said, I don't want to do too much. Just a little bit of a moment. And at this point, I'm going to spray some matte setting spray on my face. And I have my little fan here. And I don't add the mascara to like last minute because I don't want this to make it run off my face. So if I add mascara, I'm going to add it like right before I leave, most likely. Just so my eyes will be like less like irritated if that's the case. My makeup has been looking like recently. Like, you see what I mean? It's not too much and it's not too little. It's just enough. So it's not giving a full face necessarily, but it's just basically enhancing with already the beauty that's already there, I would say. So yeah, everything doesn't have to be like a super intense routine, and I'm starting to like appreciate that because it keeps you being consistent and like, you know, motivated to do your routine, even if it's like a little soft glam here and there. So that's that. I can show you guys my face before I leave out if you like, and I'll show you like my lip gloss. I would at least put like lip gloss on. It has like a little tint on there, and my mascara will be on. My hair will be out. So I already have my outfit and stuff. So I'm pretty much just waiting a little early, waiting for the time, because I honestly don't feel like rushing. I feel like if I rush, I don't want to go if I have to rush because how I'm already feeling. But yeah, that's all I really want to get on here and really guys show you guys. I guess I forgot to tell you how the coffee shop actually like tasted and everything. Now I love the vibe of the coffee shop we were at, but when it comes to like the hot chocolate, because I didn't get coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker if you guys don't know. So I got a hot chocolate, and when I say I had got oat milk, because at one point me and my mom were big on like oat milk because of the digestion part of it and everything. But I don't know, I feel like we switched back to regular milk because when we came to cooking, you didn't want like oat milk in all your recipes necessarily, and then I used to drink almond milk, so I'm back on regular milk. But I don't, only in my recipes I don't really drink milk. So for the sake of that and digestion of being a place that's kind of like far away from my home, I was like, I'll get oat milk and just see how it go. And I asked for whipped cream. I honestly feel like me and my friend were basically saying like, you really couldn't really taste a lot of the chocolate. And I don't do like baristas a lot to know like what's the etiquette. Like, do you ask for more chocolate? Do you just be like, oh, I don't like their hot chocolate? So for me, I taste a lot of whipped cream, and I think the oat milk did help because it was like a, I don't want to say a thicker milk, but I just feel like it helped better because she was saying that she had whole milk, and then that it just tasted just straight like hot milk. I can kind of taste hot chocolate in mine, but I taste more of the whipped cream to me and like an oaty of the milk. So let me know down below, like if you're into, I'm into like going to different coffee shops and stuff now just to see the vibe, and I think it's a good vibe to meet like with community and me and my journalism, like, you know, just like meeting people and having a safe space to be like, okay, we can network and connect here. So, and the reason why I was never big on coffee, to be honest, was I used to get like really bad migraines from just smelling coffee. So it honestly depends on like if it's still overly strong. I sometimes will get a migraine, but lately I have not been experiencing that as much. Like it's a certain brand that's like big that I used to go in there and try to like chop it up with friends, but I always used to leave it a migraine. And I used to have roommates that like, you know, had the coffee and it would give me migraines. So yeah, I don't know. So it just honestly depends on like the vibe, which it's kind of a little scary. You gotta do stuff like that because you don't know if you're gonna get sick or not. But yeah, I'm trying to learn the process of just like finding small moments to go out. And that's what I was like telling my friend too, like being unemployed, you can be like in the house for like home body times 10 because you be like, I'm not making any money, I don't go anywhere, or you know, I would exclude myself in more based off just what's going on in my head. And I honestly been trying to get out of that. That's why I've been like having more of a routine, like getting up earlier, going to the gym, making time for the things that I like actually enjoy, like writing and stuff, because I feel like I was so much in my head and getting more and more into my space. And the best way to explain it right now, I feel like my space is showing that I'm in my head more so than not in my outside environment. So I feel like every time I make a video, I'm always talking about my space because I feel like I don't know how to fix it yet, and I'm still going through it. Like, my space would get clean for a minute, and then it would get back, like, I don't even want to say dirty. It's more so like junkiness of not putting stuff away. So I'm working on navigating on that. So if you are to comment down below and let me know what's been working for you, how's the experience been for you, like what to get you outside of your head and get you more in like reality. So yeah, but cheers for trying. Cheers for like, you know, getting better with routines, because I'm gonna be honest with you, if it was like the old me or like the me that's been like developing lately, I would have been scrambling, like putting makeup on last minute. Like, I'm up super early. I showered already and I feel confident. I'm ready for the interview. So yeah, cheers to that. And that's all I really have to say right now. I'll check back in with you guys when I see you, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I think I'm just gonna focus on me today after this interview and just, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna reflect on it unless I get the job. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that I'm showing up and I am actively job searching. It's just stuff don't go as how we gonna have, like, we can't control the result of it. So I'm learning to just show up and then go with the flow and then go on to the next, because if it's not for you, it's not for you. And I'm learning that sometimes rejection is not like an all be all, it's just blocking something that wasn't for you anyway. So